Alright, main characters, some of you will never achieve our dreams of world domination, but by being a BlackRock shareholder, that window is never closed. BlackRock brings us one of the hottest income ETFs out there in BALI, the Advantage Large Cap ETF. I want to thank the viewer Calmer Than You Are for this video suggestion. He's somebody already living off dividends, no wonder they're so calm. Wouldn't it be super cool if the profits and cash flow from BALI allowed us to retire in Bali, a sunny tropical paradise? Let's talk about the other hot and humid Bali, which is seeking to get consistent income with a lower volatility than the broader US equity market. Where have I heard that before? Oh, that's right. It's almost a direct ripoff of what's written on JEPI's summary site. Okay, surely that's a coincidence. After all, that's a good goal. Let's keep reading more about this fund to see where the similarities end, right? BALI seeks to get us large cap exposure through its systemic stock selection process. Sounds again like JEPI. They seek to get monthly income and a strong dividend yield by selling call options. Also sounds like the bullet point under the aforementioned JEPI. BALI also leaves the door open for some potential growth and upside in their call options. Basically, guys, there's multiple ways to make money with BALI. They own dividend stocks, they sell call options. There's a chance at some capital appreciation when the stocks they own go up in price. It's a multi-pronged strategy, just like JEPI. Unlike other companies in the income ETF space, BlackRock is certainly not in their first rodeo. It may say iShares, but they are owned by BlackRock. They control trillions, that's trillions with a T, of dollars in assets. They are definitely not the little guy, and they are definitely no stranger to controversy. BlackRock may not have started ESG, but they have played a significant role in popularizing it and promoting ESG. You know, a way to feel good about yourself and pretend like you care about people in the world without actually doing any work. All this to say, just because BlackRock is so large, that's how they're able to afford that super low expense ratio of 35 basis points, which is exactly the same as, you guessed it, JEPI. BALI currently has 134 different holdings, and this includes some great companies like Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, the BlackRock Cash Funds Treasury Agency, which makes up 3% of the fund. BlackRock investing our money into their own money market funds. I'm sure that's not super shady at all. And with this ETF, we're getting some great diversification. We get 30% tech exposure, 13% healthcare, 12% financials, 11% consumer cyclical, and 9% communication. So it's a way to get pretty diversified to different industries in the stock market in case one does really good or what does really bad. We're kind of getting that mean or average. The fund also does own a small amount of utilities and also a small amount of real estate. Between utilities and real estate, that makes up about 3% of the total ETF. And it's so nice to see that because so many of the ETFs we talk about, they just exclude those right off the bat. All right, I did what the common income investor doesn't want to do these days, and that's actually read the prospectus and understand what the fund does. So 80% of the fund's monies is going into large cap stocks. And then they're going to write a call option on a large cap equity index. They're going to be buying futures on a large cap equity index such as the S&P 500 index. The fund clearly states that call options may cap the underlying stock's growth potential. This is all information you already knew. This is nothing income investors don't already know. Now, I couldn't find anything in particular about how out of the money some of these options were or how long till expiration they go out till. But looking at their current holdings, they appear to be about 5 weeks out and slightly staggered. Remember, this is actively managed using their proprietary research. I'm putting that in quotes as all funds seem to claim this proprietary research to identify bargain prices. They're constantly rebalancing their portfolio and weightings with their optimization process. Alright guys, let's talk about the reason you really clicked on this video to talk about your favorite part, which is dividends. Now, BALI has paid out monthly dividends since its inception about 6 months ago. Now, those dividends are going to range from around 14 cents to around 21 cents. Now, 14 cents was actually the lowest in dividends paid out, and that was actually their most recent payout. But let's hope that is rock bottom. Now, since BALI has been released, the fund has went up over 13%, which is pretty amazing. So we're getting fat dividends and a chance at capital appreciation. It doesn't get much better than that. Now, if you take an average of BALI's last 4 dividends and annualize it, we get a mouth-watering 22% dividend yield, which is absolutely insane. FEPI better watch its back, because BALI is definitely coming for it. Just remember that dividends, they're never guaranteed, and just because the performance and dividends of this ETF have been super juicy in the short inception that BALI has been out, that doesn't mean they always will be this hot, and that doesn't mean they're going to fare this way in any market conditions. BALI, they've been fantastic, but I'm definitely keeping an eye out for the next city-named ETFs like Tokyo, Denver, Moscow. Let's keep them coming. I have almost a $200,000 portfolio that I was able to reach in my 20s. Find out how much I made in dividends last month right here. Thanks to my new Patreon, David O, for supporting the channel. He now gets access to my full 6-figure portfolio and weekly stock trades. Remember, my videos are always found in podcast form under the Collect Cash podcast name. Let me know what you think about BALI in the comments below. Thank you again to Calmer Than You Are for the video suggestion. Make sure if you have a video suggestion to leave it in the comments below, and I'll buy, stash, and collect cash you on the next one.